Hello, I'm Ernest, and it's good to be talking to you on this platform today. About 2 years ago, during our prophetic annual conferences that we hold called Voice of the Churches, the Lord began to talk to us about the need for the army of God to arise. I think the conference that year was titled Rise of the Army of God. And in that conference, the Lord began to speak about the fact that we've come into seasons that will be characterized by conflicts, by confrontations, and all kind of engagements in the natural. And that the people of God, are supposed to come into a place of strength. They are supposed to become militarized in the spirit. The days of churches behaving like nurseries and churches just operating as nurture centers are over. Pastors need to morph in their roles from becoming just shepherds who pamper the people and who caress the little babies in the Lord to commanders and trainers and equippers, because the days that are coming are dangerous days. The days that are coming are difficult days, and it will take people who are militarized, people who are strong, who are valiant, who have some tactical training in the spirit, so to say, to be able to live in the times. I was alarmed at the level of ignorance there is in the church, in relation to spiritual warfare, that much of the church has not been trained at all. Much of the church does not understand. We've been engaged in a kind of gospel that focuses on bless me and physical success and material things. We have not really focused on a lot of things. We've not prepared the people for the kind of times that are here. But recently the Lord has begun to speak again, and to say that, of course, we're all aware that the battles have come to us. If you are in Nigeria, you're no stranger to the daily conflicts. You're no strangers to the fact that we've been surrounded, the fact that we've been pressing on every side. There's all kind of political conflicts. There's social conflicts. There's insecurity stuff, and now the food crisis is coming, and all those kind of things. There's so much pressure on the average person. The average. I read the news the other day about a man who went to the bank in FCMB, to withdraw some money. And then they were tossing him here and there and asked him to go and swear a feeder bit or something before he'll come and get his money. The man simply slumped and died. I mean, like, he died right there on the banking floor. And that's to show, a picture of what the times are like. There's so much pressure. People are confused. People, the kidnapping things, all kind of things. The insecurity, students in university being kidnapped and stuff like that. It's just bad. But the scripture speaks that times like this would come when men's heart will fail them for fear. If you live in these times, the response in the spirit, the accurate response is not to fear. The accurate response is to realize, like Esther was told in Esther chapter 4 verse 14, that perhaps you were brought into the kingdom for such a time as this. Now, I'm going to say that to you, but I'm going to remove that part that says perhaps. I want you to know that you were brought into this nation. You are brought into this world. You are brought into this continent for such a time as this. We can't afford our hearts to fail us. We can't afford to be wimpy. We can't afford to recoil. The days are dangerous, yes, but we are more dangerous. We are the storm. We are war. We have what it takes inside of us to meet the times. We're not afraid of the times. Let the devil throw everything he will throw. God's boasting, God's confidence is that he's got us on the scene. And we must come into alignment with that kind of thinking. I'm not afraid of the devil. I'm not afraid of death. I'm not afraid of fear. I'm not afraid of what he will bring. We're made for such a time as this. People die every day. And so death is not a new thing. But I'm not going to die. I'm going to stand strong and do the will of God, because there's something inside of me that is a warrior. There's something inside of me that's a conqueror. There's something inside of me that recognizes that I was called to ride the storm. I'm an eagle believer. I understand the technology of the storm. I'm a lion. I roar in the midst of the battle. I'm a war horse. I hear the sound, the prancing of the battle afar off. I beat my paws on the ground. I charge towards the battle. That is what I am. I must arm myself with this confidence and consciousness. I can play dead, nor can you play dead. You can go lie down on the floor, hoping that things will just change, or hoping. These are the times for warriors to arise. These are the times for warriors. When you have a Goliath, that is the time for David to arise. When you have a Pharaoh, that is the time for Moses to arise. When you have this conflict, this contradicting realities, that is the time for the warrior saints to arise. We are warrior people. We were brought for such a time as this. Wake up. Beat yourself up back to life. Don't allow yourself to complain, to whine. We're not a part of the masses. We're not a part of those going through the grind and going through the difficulties. We're part of the solution. We were called to bring forth a solution. And this must be the posture of the church going henceforth. It is time for the warriors to arise. We were made for such a time as this. We were made to live in the heart of battle. We were made for the war. We were made for difficult times. We have something inside of me that can surf the wind, that can ride on water. The Lordship of Jesus Christ, that is our ticket into the victory in times like this. So this video is just saying to you, it is time for war. This video is saying to you, it is not time to call back and be wimpy. It is time to be strong in the Lord and in the power of his might. It is time to put on the whole armor of God because of the battles ahead. The battles have just begun. Greater darkness is coming, but these are dress rehearsals. They're like piecemeal for us. So we eat these things and then we'll go on. We cannot give up now. It's just too early. It's too early in the battle. The battle has just started. So stay strong in the Lord. Stay strong in the Spirit. The battle is the Lord's. Thank you.